On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be covering week 2 of 4 on material storage and racking safety. So stay tuned. Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast. On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be covering week 2 of 4 on the subject. And today, the subject is going to be safe stacking and load limits. So the very first thing we want to do is provide you with 5 tips that are going to help you with this. As always, they are not the end-all be-all. They're just going to be something that are going to help you get to where you can stack safe. And that is, number 1, you want to know your rack system capacity. So don't go in and just guess. Make sure that you know, because if you put too much weight on them or if you stack them wrong, it can cause things to buckle. And if you've ever seen this happen, I'm sure you have on a video where entire racks go down. It is not pretty. It causes a mess, but first and foremost, it is going to have a potential to either hurt or kill somebody, and you don't want to do that. So make sure that you know the capacity of your racks. The second thing that we want to cover is make sure that you stack everything evenly and go through and make sure that nothing is, off kilter. Make sure that everything is even and symmetric. Because that way everything is always going to have a place, that it belongs in, and you're not moving away from that. The third thing kind of leans into that, and that is make sure that you watch the height of things. You don't want to go too high. It can cause items at the bottom to get damaged. It can possibly go too high to reach. There's just a lot of reasons, but one of the best reasons, and this is something that a lot of people don't think about when they're going too high in a facility, is you have pipes and especially sprinkler heads that are up high. So there's probably a reason when they tell you not to go too high, and that may be one of the big ones, because if you've ever broke a sprinkler head or if you've seen pipes damaged, it can cause a gigantic mess. And much like the buckling of a rack that we talked about just a couple minutes ago, not only is it going to potentially cause injury or death, but it makes a gigantic mess, both those things, and that is going to be a loss of production. We're more focused on the safety of the workers and the staff, but that loss of production is a gigantic potential downfall. So make sure that you don't do those things. The next thing is number 4, and that is use quality pallets. Make sure that if you see that pallets are starting to break, or that the corners are, maybe sticking out, or there's nails, or whatever the case may be, missing slats, don't use those, because when you stack them, they could break, which could cause a chain reaction. So make sure that you get rid of those or get them over into an area where they could be repaired, and get a fresh pallet. And last but certainly not least, number 5, don't use your racking system as a ladder. Don't climb them, because use a lift or a ladder or whatever it is that you use in your facility, but don't climb these racks. And the reason why, it may be in a pinch something that you can climb to reach, don't do it. And the reason why is because, number 1, those are for materials, not people. But the other reason is that there could be a lift truck swing in and hurt you, or worse. There could be falling product, for someone pushing in on one side and it comes down on you. Whatever the case may be, it's not a place to do that. And it kind of goes into, and not kind of, it directly goes into the concept of like horseplay, or not doing what you're supposed to. Don't do it. And if you follow these 5 things, they are by no means the end all be all, but they're going to be a great place for you to start and make sure that you're very safe. And next week, we'll be bringing you week 3 of more information on this subject. But until then, we want to make sure that you have a great day, that you stay safe. And here's a word from one of our sponsors.
It's scientifically unexplainable. It's virtually indestructible. And it's taking over the entire planet. But in a really good way. It's Mighty Line Floor Tape, the most durable floor tape in the world. 7 times thicker than average floor tape, beveled to endure pounding warehouse traffic, and backed with a super strong peel and stick adhesive, so you'll never have to worry about painting shop floors again. Mighty Line Floor Tape, the only durable stripe.